Welcome back, I think, to another episode of, well, I do know it's working on the Scamp. Ready for the Scamp picnic? Yeah. 2 weeks to go. What else we got to do? We've got to get the wheels painted, got to get tyres fitted that we haven't even got yet, but we'll worry about that later. Worst case, we'll have to just chuck the 12 inches on that we've got. But I've picked up, as I said, I've got the Wellers, but I'm trying to sort them out and get them ready. Anyway, in this episode, we're going to crack on. We're going to get the rear lights all wired up and working. Maybe the Jeep, the winch socket wired up, and get the fuel tank plumbed in. Really need to look at the exhaust to get the exhaust adapter fitted and get the Play Mini exhaust fitted. Finish off, just got to fit this brake fitting down here. Got a drive shaft to put in. What else we got to do that side? Oh, and the gear linkage as well. We got a lot to do, so let's stop waffling and crack on, because we've only got a few hours this evening. Bought myself a second-hand double cheeseburger, so that's going to be my dinner in a little bit. And I'm getting a little bit of a little throat still, I haven't completely gone. All right, crack on. Okay, first things first, let's start with some of the cleaner jobs. Gonna mount my small LED spotlight this side with a riv nut, and I'll put another riv nut on the other side, waiting for the other spotlight to turn up. Because I can, for some reason, only ever order one of one light. That's my Achilles heel. And I've decided to go with them there, in between that, and that'll be all right. And then the number plate's gonna be on the bottom, all clear as well. So let's get that done. I think there's one wire that we need to sort out, an earth wire, that we need to tidy up behind the grille as well. I'm thinking my 3D printed bulkhead adapter that I've made for these Anderson plugs. Thinking going as high up as I can, but I can get the angle grinder in there and cut a hole. I'll drill 4 holes in the corner first. I think that's it. The wires can come up there. Okay, I could have this wire shorter by having this at the front, but not that I'm going to drive it anywhere, but if that's at the front, I could do with a cover to then go over the top of it. I think that'd be fine, because then I can plug chargers into it and charge the battery if I need to, without lifting the bonnet and taking the 2 clips off. I think that'll do. Put a bit of masking tape around that. I'm going to hopefully peel the masking tape off, which will then give me a template. I won't worry about drilling the holes. And if I need to reprint this with a bigger flange, I can do that if I'm not happy. So yeah, let's attempt to get that stuck in and see if we can make a mess of everything. Thank you for the unnamed Patreon that sent me that. Lovely. You know who you are, Tom Cruise. And yeah, that went through the aluminium. All right, get the hoover in there in a minute. So I might just PK that or pop with it on there for the moment, but we'll just wait. Yeah, that was good. Let's do the rest of the wiring. Okay, I've done one connector, but before I run out of solder, I'm going to do the rear lights. That's it, I've marked on there for W for winch. So that'll go in there, then the other power will go into the top one. What I realised was the cable that I've got was long enough just to reach, but then I wouldn't have had much on this didgeridoo. So I'm going to make this the whole cable this length, and then I'm going to order up to new black and red cable to actually wire into the winch. So yeah, a job that's nearly done but not quite. Alright, we've got them wired up-ish. Still need to tidy that. Just realised though, that because we fitted LEDs, I thought I'd bought the correct relay. But luckily I had one, I think, laying around, which I think LEDs. I bought 2 a while ago, because I think I had issues with another vehicle. So we'll swap this one in and see if it makes a difference. That's better, but I don't get the clicking noise anymore. I like the clicking noise. Can't win, can I? Let's just tidy this wire up and see what we're doing. While I'm on this side, I might as well fit some shock absorbers. Not that one, because that's the front. Would have got the wrong box, wouldn't I? Obviously. Front. Let's take the ones with the R, which I mean, not the F. R for right and F for the other side. Yeah, just cheap KYB ones, but used them before. The amount of miles I do. Don't need anything too swish. We can always fit our air ride one day. I forgot to put the time lapse back on. Anyway, I bolted that on, 2 bolts. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah. Shock absorber, isn't it? Still messing about with the wheels, still thinking about those. Alright, just testing this dash for the first time. And I noticed, yeah, look, motorbike. I wonder if we can connect USB up and figure out where that video image file is. Yeah, enter the password because it's a motorbike. Obviously, it's supposed to be left there, so you can. All it has is just power on and off. That's it. Everything else is Bluetooth headset, Bluetooth speakers, whatever you want to do. Got CarPlay on it though. But yeah, I wonder if we can figure out, because we don't want that motorbike. We want a little scampy wampy. It does have a USB and an SD card slot on the side that you have to unscrew, so time to take it home, I think, and play. Okay, 2 days later, I've got a 3D printed number plate holder that I need to glue together, some wire, and I've forgotten the grommet. So I can nearly wire the winch up, but I think I'm going to need, I should have a grommet to go through the bulk, the front end, where the wires are going to go through. So that's a little bit annoying, because it's another job I can't finish off. A little bit noisier down here this evening, so I may have to overdub this or do something, but we'll do a load of time lapse for now because I'm still going to be back before I finish this video on another day as well, so it'll be a bit quieter. But yeah, time lapse, you've got the rear light to finish off wiring, shock absorber, move on to the front shock absorbers, drive shafts, things like that. We've got lots of jobs still to do. We haven't even got close to putting seats or fuel tank in. Okay, I've got the wiring for the winch. I've got the winch bolted on better, not perfect, but still better. Crimped the wires. I've tried a few different methods on these Anderson connectors. I've soldered them and I've crimped these ones because I've run out of solder. But we'll see which ones last longer. I just need to sort of wrap it up and tidy the wiring up slightly. I'm just waiting because I left my grommets at home. I don't know whether to drill one big hole for both wires or 2 smaller holes for 2 grommets. All depends on the grommet size. Anyway, so that should be wired fired up. So we're either going to get a big explosion now, and I've redone the battery terminals a bit as well. So we take our didgeridoo. The one with the W on it is the winch, so that goes in the bottom hole without exploding anything. Power goes to the top hole. And winch out. Oh. Or winch in. Winch out. Oh. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Winch out. Winch in. Lovely. Okay, I've been putting it off for ages doing anything underneath the car. We've got the drive shaft and the gear linkage to do. I've got to put the gear linkage in first with a new seal and extra enhancement that they sell to stop the leaks. So we put that in first, put the gear linkage in, and then because then we need to think about the exhaust as well, but I can't do that until the gear linkage is in. And I've still got to twist that brake pipe round slightly, which means getting below the battery and unloosening a few connections because it's spinning and then the shock absorber as well that side. And, oh, you do. Hey, gear linkage back in. Still got the gauge got on, but that's a lot less a slot now. I remember why I left that job to the end, because sometimes when you leave jobs because you don't look forward to them, sometimes they go really easy and you go, why did I left that off? This one I didn't. It's just taken me a couple of hours just to muck about under there, taking the old seals out, putting the new ones in, getting the washers and the bolts and everything back up. And obviously if you had a ramp and an extra pair of hands, it'd be lovely, wouldn't it? But we don't. But another job nearly ticked off the list. Okay, I cleaned up the dash a bit. I'm not going to hold it still for very long because I've got some blistering on there and I should have redone it. I painted it, I put a bit of satin black around the old bezel. It'll do for now. We get that bolted in. Need to find some bigger screws. They're just popping out, so don't look too bad. Lights up. It's a scamp. It's a scamp. We can redo it one day. We got to finish one of these projects. I've got to keep talking because there's music next door. Welcome back. Sorry, I was just finishing off a sausage sandwich for breakfast. We've got a good day, hopefully, on this. We're trying to go back through the last of the major jobs. Going to write a list in a second. And yeah, crack on. I think there's some jobs that we got putting off, like the CV joint. Got to do that. At the end of the last day, I started on the exhaust. I didn't film any of it because I just wanted to work out what I'm doing. So that's what we'll crack on with next. We brought my TIG welder down, but also I've got some stainless wire for the MIG, so I may just MIG it for now because just easier and quicker. And it's only me throwing an exhaust, so this is going to be a long video, but the plan at the end of this video, even though we're mostly halfway through, is to try and get this engine running on the new fuel tank. And we've got some burgers for lunch, surprisingly. First bit of great news is I found my TPU fuel tank mounts. So that's good. They were in the passenger door pocket of the Safira. So I don't have to ruin the other ones which are there for the tank for the other side, which I haven't finished making yet. So let's get this strapped down and see what it looks like. Okay, fuel pipe in and tightened up. I've just got this length now. I'm just going to work out where I want to go through the bulkhead to meet up with the mechanical fuel pump. But while I do that, I'm going to go to the front of the car and finish off the winch wiring, put the grommets in that, see what grommets I've got left for this. And yeah, and the other spotlight and a few other bits and bobs. I 3D printed some little fake cages. They are real cages, but to really protect it. There's a little groove in these spotlights, and they just hopefully clip in. So I've got the other spotlight that's turned up now because I only ordered one, and we'll bolt that on and move on to the winch wiring. Okay, I've got the normal number plate holder on there now. That's sort of just clipped in the number plate. I need to put a bit of a command strips on there, so they're riv nutted in, didn't show that. Put that number plate back, so all the wiring now goes through grommet for the winch. Spotlights aren't wired up yet, I'm not bothered about them for the moment. Grill's got to go back in, but before I do that I just need to zip tie up some of the cables that run along to the light so they're just not flapping everywhere. As you can see, I replaced the battery connectors the other day with some ones with different terminals. Still need to sort out a battery mount or strap, but I need to take the battery back out so I can get to the shock absorber bolt, which I'm ignoring, as well as ignoring the drive shaft on the other side. But I'm going to do the exhaust now, so let me see if I can get under. So basically, I'm just going to go into I'm making a little adapter to reduce down to the mini downpipe, because I can't be bothered to buy an LCB or anything at this point in time, because I think I'm going to then make a couple of rubber mounts for the Play Mini back box, and then maybe readjust the tailpipe exit, because I'm not quite happy with that. I'm just going to get some tacks on it with a steel MIG welder for the moment, then I'll take that out because I want to weld the front adapter up in steel, because I can't be bothered to do that in stainless because it doesn't need to be. And yeah, so I'd like to try and shift the tailpipe across a little bit more, but I have to see what metal we've got laying around. Well, I've just eaten a burger, I deserve that. So, we've got an exhaust hanging on some rubbers. Ignore the wires, they've got to be clipped up out of the way. So yeah, it's all right. Mostly stainless. Whether the mounts that I've welded to the chassis will be okay for the moment, but we'll deal about it another day. Fuel line, run. Engine, running. Yeah. Okay, sit rep. This drive shaft's in. Trying to locate the nut. That's just on the floor there. That's good. I just need to put the boot on. The joint's gone in with a new clip. I'm trying to find my CV boot clip kit. I've taken my shirt off. That's why I'm not doing any time lapse, because you do not want to see that. I've got another shock absorber to go on this side. Just trying to find a UNF bolt for the top, which I can't find at the moment. And we've just been playing about with just a bracket down there, a clamp. Keep that out of the way of the things, pedals. And I think we're getting close now, and I may be then thinking about making the seat mounts, which I started doing at home using the TIG, and I brought the TIG down, but I feel like I might just stick the MIG wire into the stainless wire into the MIG and just get on with it like that, because I haven't got time and it's too hot. Use the farm vehicle outside. There you go, I've knocked up some stainless supports on my double shear them as well later, but for now I just want to get them in and get the seat in, because I want to show you the seat, because I've sort of recovered it as well, which is going to come in another video. Not that I've covered it that well, but anyway, I'm going to put a little space, another shim underneath that, because obviously you can see where it's laying on the two pieces of aluminium that overlap. But I'll worry about that in a minute, as well as drilling holes and working out how I'm going to spread a plate underneath as well. There is a crossbar that's under there, so that'd be good to try and tie into. Okie dokie. I've just realised I recovered the passenger seat first, so it's on the wrong side. But I'm just trying to try the brackets out. To be honest, it looks like I could actually make them smaller and lower, which I did them the same height as the previous ones. But I don't know. Need to have a think. But hey, look a bit smarter anyway, don't they? And they've got a little trick to them as well in a minute. I'll try and show you that because I'm getting hot and I need to think about this. Okay, block of wood technique. They look a lot better, don't they, like that? Oh, why did I make those without even trying the seats first again? Oh, they can come back a bit as well. And anyway, I might need a quick release steering wheel because I'm getting old, but I think I can chop these down basically. I don't have to re-weld them, I can just make them smaller, just lower the mounts. But yeah, and then, yeah, let me just show you the trick. Put it over the passenger side. What's this? This is wiring. Don't know what I spilled down there, but let's not worry about that. Yes, I've got heated seats as well. AliExpress special. Making the seats will come in a separate video, and I've finished off the other one because I haven't finished these. And these are sort of generic value for money seat covers. You know, they're not anything, you know, expensive at all. They're not designed perfectly for this style of seat, but I forced them on. And yeah, they're a lot better than what's already there. But yeah, heated seats to come. I've got switches from Bad Obsession Motorsport to put in. Whoa! All right, as we're filming this, the daughter still hasn't finished editing the other video yet. So she's too busy doing overtime for her big trip to the USA. Okay, let's try and wrap this video up before any more noise starts. If you like what you like, hit the like button. If you want to help me in any way, check out the description. Plenty of different ways to help. Hopefully test drive in the next video, because yeah, Scamp Picnic is getting close, and the local car show as well, which is a week before. But anyway, I'm gonna go have a bath. We made lots of progress in this video. Sorry if the video is a bit long, Madison, but yeah, thank you very much for following.